कुलिया की चाट। Welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor's Khazana. This is Chef Saransh and we are doing a 5-course Indian meal. We made our first starter, which was achari paneer canapé, but our second starter, which is sweet, sour, spicy and salty all in one dish. Any guesses what it is? Yes, it's a chaat. So we're doing Kuliya ki chaat, which is straight from UP, Uttar Pradesh. Why do we call it Kuliya ki chaat? Kuliya means cup. So this chaat is all about serving a chaat inside this cup, which is called kuliya. Hence, kuliya ki chaat. So let's start with our interesting kuliya ki chaat. So for this, we need tomatoes, cucumber, pineapples, boiled chana, pomegranate pearls, hunkered, aloo bhujia, ginger juliens, 2 lemons, salt, castor sugar, tamarind chutney, coriander, green chutney, roasted cumin powder, red chili powder, chaat masala. You need a big watermelon, apple. So let's start this tongue tantalizing chaat. First, I'm going to tell you the basic technique of how to make a kuliya, how to carve or scoop them out. So we start with the tomato. You need a small knife. So we chop the sides of tomato off. Very gently, do not press the tomato. We don't want it to be damaged and juices coming out of any of these sides. The second step is you slice it half. And now you hold your knife like a pen. So you hold it like this, like how you hold a pen, and you go and you scoop it out. So you're not going straight in, you're diving on 60-degree angle. Be very careful. For this you need a bit of technique, so you need to practice. It's a skill-based work. But trust me, you'll reap the benefits if you learn it. So see, it's very easy to scoop a tomato out. Simply, so see how nicely it is scooped out. So it looks like a cup. So that's the idea. That's how you make a kuliya or a cup. So we have a tomato cup ready. Similarly, I'll show you how to do a cucumber. So again, you divide this cucumber into 3 parts. So you chop off the edge. The idea to chop off the edges is so that it can stand like this, because we want it to stand. So now we scoop out the seeds. Again, you use it like a pen. This is very simple. You go around and scoop out. Very simple. Similarly, whatever is left, you take it out in the bin. See, now it's totally clean. The way tomatoes were, the same way cucumbers are also empty now. So this is a cucumber kuliya, this is a tomato kuliya. Very simple. Similarly, what I have done is pineapples also. I have scooped out the core of the pineapples. So pineapple kuliya. We need one more. So we have a beautiful, delicious apples. So what we're going to do is, in an apple we can't make a cup like these. So I'm going to show you an interesting way of how you can use these apples for a kuliya. And trust me, you can use any fruit or any vegetable for a kuliya. It's not restricted to pineapple, cucumbers, tomatoes or apple. You can use kiwi, you can use chikus, you can use oranges, anything you like, any fruit or vegetable you like, you can use it for a kuliya. And mind you, this dish is super healthy. So what we do is, we slide it off. We take 1/8 of an apple. Now what we do is, in a similar fashion, we chop off the inner bit so that it can stand. Now we scoop out a circle from the top of the apple. Not from the inner side, from the top side. With a gentle hand, again, hold your knife like a pen. See how easily it comes out. And now you can make it deeper. As I said, you need to practice once or twice and you'll be sorted. But trust me, this is one of the most beautiful looking Indian chaats that you'll ever find. And you'll get to know why. So there, we have a apple kuliya ready. So now that a kuliya is done, we need to prepare our chaat that goes inside the kuliya. So for that, what we do is, we take some hunkered. 7 to 8 hours overnight is enough for this curd to make it soft like cheese. We add pomegranate pearls, a bit of black chana, tamarind chutney. Oh, this is delicious. Green chutney. So what we've added is hunkered, black chana, pomegranate pearls, green chutney, tamarind chutney. Then we go on to castor sugar. Salt, again to taste. Do remember that there's some salt in the green chutney and tamarind chutney as well. So do not overdo it. Then come our main spices. The best spice that goes well with hunkered is roasted cumin powder or roasted jeera powder. This has the best combination with hunkered. Whether you make a raita out of it, whether you use it for marination, whether you use it for chaat. But roasted jeera powder or cumin powder should always be paired up with curd. And some red chili powder. Whenever you go to a marriage in Delhi, you will find that you have these lovely chaat counters. And their setup of spices is elaborate. They have all these things. They have jeera powder, they have red chili powder, they have lemon juice, mint, coriander, all sorts of snacky items, and it all goes and assembles into a chaat. So that's the idea of chaat, to get all these spices together, a lot of lemon juice, curd, fruits together, blend them and have a mouthful. And that's what Kuliya ki chaat also does. So now it's time to mix all of these. And you will notice I haven't put any milk or water to mix this mixture because we have chana, pomegranate, which will release some of its juice to this and bind. Also the imli chutney and green chutney have a bit of water content for this to become a nice mixture. So we have a nice colorful chaat already ready. And always remember, because this chaat is going inside a cup, so this has to be more spicier, more salty, more sweet and more sour than usual so that it can balance out this. So, and it's always nice. You should have a burst of these flavors in your mouth. So we do a taste check. What it needs now is a few drops of lemon. That's it. Why are we adding only few drops? Because more of it will go towards the end. So that's it. Our chaat mixture is ready. Now we need to fill these kuliyas with this chaat mixture. So very gently, make sure that you stuff the kuliya completely, totally with this chaat. Do not leave any empty space. Because as I said, you want a mouthful. Look at this. Similarly, apples. So you fill it to the brim, no empty spaces. Now we fill the pineapples as much as you can to the brim again. And last but not the least, the cucumber. Fill it nicely. So as you see, our kuliya is filled with chaat. But kuliya ki chaat is not yet ready. Our main heavyweight champion is here. So what do we do with this huge watermelon? You might be thinking, where does this fit? We're already ready with the chaat. But here's a surprise. So this is going a bit glamorous about food. And this you can do back home. You make a line on your watermelon like this. And then you break it into half. Yeah, just like that. Make sure that you don't cut any fingers. That's about it. Oh, voila. Oh, look at this. We need to use only 1/4 of this. Yes, only 1/4. So we make another cut. And don't worry, rest of the melon you can use for all other presentations. Yes, we're going to present our kuliyas on this watermelon. You're going to watch how. So what we're going to do now is, again, hold it like a pen. You're going to take out all the seeds. And you do not throw away this melon. You can eat it with lots of lemon and chaat masala. With a gentle hand. That's about it. As I said, do not throw this away. You can always use it to eat it or take juice out of this. Now, after we ensure that all the seeds are out, what we're going to do is, we have a cookie cutter. So just in case you don't have a cookie cutter, anything that you have of this shape, you can use to cut out cylinders in this watermelon. So at even intervals, 1, 2, 3 and 4. As simple as that. And the fourth one. So, like a cutter, you can make these divisions. Now, how do we scoop them out? You need to take a small dessert spoon, and what you do is, very simply through the center, you scoop it out. And trust me, it will come out very easily. Look at this. See how easily it came out. Very simple, very basic. So similarly, you do it with all the scoops. So now the important part is that you don't have to throw the water in this melon out, because we want that water to sort of seep in to our fruits here. So first we place our kuliyas accordingly. We have 2 reds, 1 green and 1 yellow. So make sure both the reds are not together. So first we place our cucumber, then our apple, pineapple, and last the grand tomato. Perfect. So we have our 4 fruits placed nicely onto a watermelon, but it's yet not finished. So what you need to do is you need to chill this for 15 to 20 minutes in the fridge. So, this will only taste good when it's chilled. You want the fruits to be chilled, you want the chaat inside to be chilled. So you keep this as it is in the fridge, and after 20 minutes, you get it out and you give the final garnish, the final burst of lemon, and you serve it. Perfect. Look at this. It's chilled, fresh looking. Now we need to end this dish with beautiful flavors and some lemon juice and chaat masala. Any chaat without chaat masala is incomplete. Well, the masala has chaat in it. Duh. So we add chaat masala on all our kuliyas. Perfect. After that, we add lemon juice. So do not be scared to add lemon. Lots of lemon juice. That's the right way of serving Indian chaat. And then we add some bhujia. Perfect. It's not done yet. Our final garnishes are left. So we have these fine juliennes of ginger. So this, you would have already presumed, looks like a boat. So to give it another dimension altogether, we make it look like a complete boat, like that. So we have single ginger juliennes standing like a boat. And make sure they are fine. You don't want a lot of ginger to be coming in your mouth. That's about it. And look at this, how pretty this looks. But a bit of green is missing. So 1 coriander sprig on each kuliya. So that's it. Your kuliya ki chaat is absolutely ready. So you would have realized that this chaat has a lot of Indian spices. And again, as I said, sweet, sour, salty and spicy all in one dish. Now what you need to do is grab a drink, grab a kuliya, do cheers and have this whole in one go.